Everybody, this is April the Artistic Gardener. Hey, welcome to my garden this morning, folks. It's Thursday and the temperatures are supposed to be a little above 100 out here in North Las Vegas. But I am out here in the morning, cooler hours, trying to get some of my beds amended. As you can see, it's looking pretty sparse. So all I have left here in my beds are my garlic and my shallots. Shallots still have some time to grow here, but my garlic will be coming out here, within the next month or so. So super excited about that and to get that space too. But between the seasons, I like to, or right at the start of the season in this case, I like to amend my beds again, just to kind of give it a little boost of nutrition. Just to check and see how everything's doing, moisture levels, whatnot. So as you can see, most of my bed on here, I've already mixed it in, and I just wanted to show you, so you can kind of see. So here's some of the stuff that I put on my bed. This is not all of it, but it is some. And what I like to do is, I'm essentially a no-till gardener. At least I try my best not to till too deeply. Sometimes you need to, if you're just trying to really rejuvenate a bed that's having some issues and things like that. But in my case, I have really good soil. I've been working on this soil for over about maybe 8 years or so, and so I'd like to top it off with a couple of inches of compost, and I don't use any type of manures or anything like that. And then I have all my other stuff that I use based on my soil test results, and I'm remineralizing my soils. So basically, I'm regenerating my soil here. So I wanted to show you just a little bit how I mix in my stuff here. So sorry for the bumpy road here, but as you can see, so this has already been mixed and this is not, obviously. So what I like to do is I just kind of come in here and just kind of mix it in. I'm not even really going that deep. I'm just kind of scratching the surface. I might be going into the soil surface itself from the previous season, maybe about an inch, if that. I just like to touch that soil without disturbing too many of the good guys. So you can see I just kind of mix it around, and then, excuse my shadow here, I'll come over here. So I kind of, and I've got my shallots right here, and I'll show you in a minute what I do with my any existing plants, garlic, things like that. Because you don't really want to disturb the roots. So again, I am not going deep at all here. Probably the top couple of inches, maybe 3 inches, is all my amendments in my soil, and then, like I said, I'm kind of scratching maybe if the top inch, if that, of my original soil. So as I'm kind of working, when I'm working around pre-existing, I just basically scratch just to kind of blend, because there's surface roots and stuff right there, so I do not want to disturb that. And then I just kind of flick the amendments around just so I can level off the soil. I don't like bumpy surfaces. Like, I would never ever leave my soil like that, just because you get uneven watering. It just doesn't look nice, and I like my garden beds to look well manicured. But my primary concern is even watering. So, and you can see that my lines are kind of buried here, and I will come back and just kind of do that a little bit so they're right at the surface, and then I'll just kind of go back and smooth this soil so you can see how it's much more level than it was before. But I will go ahead and continue here, scratching it in. Again, maybe into the top 1 inch of that into my previous soil. Oh, and I have a little volunteer here. Oops, I almost got rid of him. So then I just go back and just quickly smooth it out using the palm of my hand, using the back of my hand. And then if I see any clods like that, I just try to break that up. Voila. And then here you can see my little volunteer. He's probably a squash. I mean, I've had over the years like so many different things in these beds because I'm all about diversity as well. I don't monocrop. I guess you can consider me a polyculture planter, gardener, whatever as well, but I do not believe in you know, one crop in one bed. That is a monoculture and it's not healthy. So I do I mix everything up. So I'm all about, you know, diversity in my plantings here. So now you can see I didn't disturb him. But what I'll do is I already have a plan for this bed, so I will probably take him out and see where I have a space that I could put him. And I'm pretty sure he's some sort of a squash. But again, because I grow so diversely in my beds, I don't know what squash. So I'm gonna come around here over to my garlic. So again, excuse me for the shadow there. But so here you can see here's the shaft of my garlic, and I'm just scratching, barely scratching into the surface. So around here I can do fine. On the outside of the bed, get down, you know, again, not too deep, and then coming around into here. Let me blend that a little bit, and then I'll just scratch it around. And I've already checked my garlic, so I know that they're not quite bulbing yet. So this will give them a little boost of nutrition with what I've done here. Okay, and I know, exciting stuff, right? Yeah, it's so exciting. So exciting, but so important. And do your best to get that level in there. And then what I'll do is I will come back and water everything in really nice after I put a few more of my amendments in here. But that's pretty much it, folks. I mean, as far as blending it in. And then let me swing around here again. You're going to see my shadow. I apologize again. And then I have another mixed up blend here that I did. And I just kind of, this one here I just put on top of the soil surface. And I broadcast it out. And this one I'm not going to be blending in. It just sits on the top. You water it in. And then over my plants, I just kind of sprinkle it over the plant. And what this is here is basically an inoculant of different microbe packages, and also some enzymes and some food for them. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful product. Been using this for eons. Just kind of get that into the garlic there. Yes, and you know, a lot of people think, oh my gosh, you know, I can't grow like that. That's like so expensive to do all these different products. But what people don't realize is a little goes a long way. You know, people way overuse this stuff, and you don't need a lot of material to get some awesome results. It's just, you know, to do anything more, like excessively, like if I was just to cover this bed with this product, yeah, you're just wasting money. You're just throwing it down the toilet, basically. And you can kind of see. So this is a dry broadcast, and I'm sorry for the noise, and I'll take it, look it over. And again, you don't need to be perfect. It'll, over time with the watering, it'll spread and do its wonderful thing here. And I'll put that over by the garlic. And it's a good thing it's not a windy day, because this is a little powdery, but not too bad. And then here, if you're curious about my other, and there's several products in this, dry products, so I won't even begin to try to explain half of these things, but maybe for another video I could go into a lot more detail about that. But I just primarily wanted to show you guys how I amended my beds. So now this one is almost ready to go. I just need to hose it in and spray in a few more things. And then here's the other bed that I have, and you can see that is on purpose. I have a dandelion growing here. It's an excellent variety and it tastes so good. I put it in smoothies. But anywho, so my camera's getting all weird again. I think it's because it's getting warm here. So thank you guys for coming with me into my garden, and I hope you learned a little bit of something today, and I will talk to you real soon. Happy gardening!